Hello, my fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Welcome to Mahogany Star Child. I am BJ.
And I am Queen of Set. Welcome, YouTubers.
First and foremost, I want to say Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, and all that jazz. Hope that it was splendid. Also, want to thank our subscribers, those who left comments. We do pay attention, we read them, and we respond. And the most popular request was for us to do individual star signs horoscopes. So that's what we are doing today. So even though this is the fire element video, we will have personal readings for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius.
Hi, everyone. Are you ready for your reading for the month of January? Let me apologize for our late delivery. Mercury just went direct. If you look at some of our previous videos, I'm going to say this is what our fourth location,
Yes.
third or fourth location, trying to get these recordings done. So we've put it out in the universe that we can have some private space that's conducive to the energies that we are working with, so we can give you the readings in a timely fashion in a less chaotic sort of situation. But we're grateful to have you with us.
Yes.
So let's get on with our reading. And yes, as a matter of fact, please understand that these are general readings. So if it doesn't resonate with you, if something doesn't resonate with you, please check your moon and your rising. Okay. Also, as a disclaimer, we are not financial, legal, or medical professionals. So if you are in need of those services, please seek out a professional who can give you the assistance that you need to improve your life and to help you make more cohesive decisions. We're just here to offer you some spiritual guidance. Thank you.
She's so graceful, isn't she?
Okay, so first sign up, Aries. Now, my Aries, you all are the warriors. You're sexy as hell. But you have a little issue. Low self-esteem.
Don't finish what you started.
There's something about an Aries that if you don't keep them pumped up, if you don't keep them psyched up, if you don't continue to stroke their back, that they A, lose interest, or B, they just go down the rabbit hole and you can't get them out. So, but this month, Aries, I'm feeling like you're ready to move forward, okay? I think it's time to put that sort of energy and behavior behind and step into the true warriors that you are really meant to be. You're ruled by the planet Mars. Um, you are the makers of society, the protectors of society. You're the ones that go in to take care of the babies that are in a burning building. You're the ones who are always, there you go, always on a quest. I'm going to take that one. Okay? Let's see, I'm going to take that. We just say for their work life, for their love life. For your love life. All right. Okay, I'm going to see what your underlying energy is here, Aries.
Aries also has to be mindful not to burn themselves out.
Yeah. Aries, I'm getting the feeling here that I know that you can have this attitude of my way or the highway, but you're going to need to relax a little bit about that, okay? Um, you won't be able to build your army with that sort of attitude. Okay, so I'm going to move these over a little bit so you can see them. And I'm going to pull one more card for the advice. What advice do you have for Aries? What message do you have?
Mm-hmm.
See, Aries, the first card that I pulled for you talks about you actually being of service to others. I'm going to leave this face down and see what we get for confirmation of clarity. You need to be of service to others. The first card here says that you have a tendency to use the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with your life, which means it's not just money, but it's anything that's tangible, anything that you find um, that you can hold on to. Money, time. If you don't have it, if it's not suiting your purpose, if it's not conducive to your well-being, you will use it as an excuse not to do anything, not to move forward, not to develop a new relationship, not to get a new job. It takes a lot to get you motivated and get you moving. But in order to break up that energy, the advice here is to delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. I'm going to let Brittany speak on the cards first. While I pull out a crystal that I need to hold on to here.
Okay. So Aries, um, Happy New Year. So first, starting off with your career and finance, we have the Ace of Swords and the Hierophant. Um, I feel that there is if not necessarily a promotion, um, there's some type of leveling up. I feel like leveling up as far as your leadership. I'm not sure if it's within the community or if it's on the job, but I feel that for whatever particular reasons, whether it may be to your hard work or something that has been done in the past, that it's just time for you to level up at work, and it's not necessarily anything that you do. I think you're being recognized as more of a leader than you may think you are. I feel like this is an initiation. Maybe you may hear something this January. If it doesn't call for this to be at work, I feel like within your finances, you have created some new type of structure, or I even kind of feel like there may be a new mindset when it comes to your value items such as money, self worth, and that nature, where you may be focusing on wealth. That's what I just feel. I feel like you may be focusing on creating some type of wealth for yourself, something that's long term, but within that is something that may be traditional. So, or dealing with the government. So this could be, um, well, stocks is kind of like gambling, but I feel like this is some type of structured um, financial agreement or so that is either going to be seeking a newer commitment. There's a level of leadership raising within you or maturity that may be available for you, which is a good way to start the new year off. And for your love life, we have the Seven of Rods and the Page of Pentacles. So I feel that, and like we say within our other videos, that our love readings are not necessarily for the intimate society type of romance relationship, and our love readings are for the relationship I can have with offset co-workers, family, things of that nature. So with the Seven of Rods, I feel like maybe you have been extremely guarded. There have been things that have been happening where you kind of just feel like you're taking hits from every direction in your love life. It could just be the things that come up in life, but whatever little minor issues that have been happening, you come up on top. It's nothing to really worry about.
Wait for just a minute.
And I also have the Page of Pentacles as well. So I feel that maybe um, within your relationships that you may be deciding to work on yourself with some type of counseling. Maybe if you're in a relationship, you guys may seek a new way to deepen the commitment of the relationship by learning something together, studying something together. If you're single, you may decide to try um, a new look, something that's just going to get you out of this defensive state and push you more into um, a newer energy. So just be mindful for my singles or people that are not attaching themselves to anyone to relax a bit there's a new offer that may be coming through. Um, something a deeper level of commitment being offered, but I also have this card here, which is a love oracle card, and it says forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So maybe in the aspect of your love life that is calling, there'll be situations that happen this month that is calling for you to kind of release and let go of the past, heal, put your defenses down, and allow a new opportunity to come through.
Aries, I feel as though taking a look at your finances and your career here, that I feel there's a promotion coming, a step up the ladder, or there's a new position that you may be going for, or you're thinking you should go for it. If you're thinking about going for it, go for it. Okay, you have the skills, you have the tools, you have the knowledge to succeed and do very, very well. I feel like possibly you may become the head of department, or you might step into that leadership role, as Brittany has said. I'm in concurrence with that. I feel also that um, you will be in a position where you can create new standards, a new SOP, new rules. But once again, um, you can get into your head and be overly worried about things that are pretty much non existent. You do have the capability and the capacity and the wherewithal to do what it is that's coming down your way quite successfully. You will be the one that will be asked to set the structure, set the standard. I think you're the person that people will be going to get advice, information. I feel that someone is going to be coming to you and asking you how should something be done, or asking for your opinion, or asking for your advice, and probably it's going to branch out from there where you're going to head up that department. That's what I'm feeling in regards to your work and your finances. So needless to say, it just seems like your finances are going to improve because with this pay raise, and I say that, that may be coming. Some sort of message, information, some news. This could be something. Maybe you had a review. You might have had a review a little while ago. Maybe you interviewed for something and now you're going to hear about it. So kudos and congratulations to you. I think it's going to be very successful. Now, in regards to your love life here, again, something I feel is going to be offered to you. It just seems like you can be a bit defensive, but you want to be mindful about making the right choices, right? Um, the right choices that you need to make is not a choice that's necessarily going to feed your ego. You need something that's going to feed your spirit. And a lot of times it tends to be the hardest work that has to be done because you have to look beneath the surface. You have to look beyond instant gratification. You have to look beyond right now, this minute sort of pleasure and decide, am I willing to make a long-term commitment to this situation with this person? If it is a romantic involvement. Um, Then you have the star card. That speaks to, of course, a multitude of blessings coming your way. It could be you could be involved with an Aquarius or a Gemini. You may even be involved with an earth sign, or that could be part of an energy that you have as well, or this person could have these elements within them. Um, but I feel like with the star card there, it is asking you to be a bit more open and truthful and honest, to drop the facade. Both of these cards show humans fully exposed.
You know,
So, Aries, I know that you like to have put on that front because it's vitally important to you. And this really, I mean, this is not your card, but this is you. You have that facade, that perception. You, it's so important for you to keep up that face. But I think in regards to your relationships, that you become a bit more human connected. Drop the facade. I think you underestimate people. Okay. Um, they can see beyond that facade. You need to be honest with yourself. And I think maybe this is why the Page of Pentacles is offering something. And I feel like something's going to be offered to you that's tangible to put you in a place where you can actually relax. I know that sometimes you might feel overwhelmed by a lot of things. And maybe you might even be overwhelmed by feelings that you might be experiencing
You
for
got
this
the Ten of
person.
Wands.
You know, maybe you're wavering between being single and being in a committed relationship, or I don't see where you're wavering between two people, but you're friendly, you're flirtatious, so maybe you feel like you have to come down to a place where you make a decision, make a choice about what it is that you really want to be, and then take ownership of that. If you're going to play the field, then let everybody know that you're involved with, that that's what you're doing, okay? Don't lead anybody on, because as your energy card says, that you have to be free and open and have a loving heart and working with others. DJ?
Um, just that and this whole forgiving and learning card that came up for your love reading as well as this Ten of Wands, um, which is in a way is you, Aries, in the sense of just taking on too much for what I don't really know. I don't know if you think that there is no one else around to help or assist. I also feel like this is just wands that you have, or things, or moments, or experiences that you have collected over the years, and now that you're at this point, what good is it serving you? Um, there are some things that you could work on as far as forgiving, letting go, and learning. And I feel that once you can kind of, in a sense of, give this person back their stuff, like
Mm-hmm.
whatever somebody gave you that is not serving you any purpose, just give them their stuff back. If they gave you some type of guilt, give it back. Some type of bad emotion, not
Mm-hmm.
cause harm on them, but understand that, hey, this is some baggage that somebody left on me. It's not your responsibility to just be picking up people's bags and carrying on. And once you kind of sort through your wands and figure out what stays and what goes, what's vital, as in the lovers card, you get to make these choices and find a more harmonious aspect in your love life, not just with relationships, but the love that you have for yourself and the compassion that you give towards others. So, because
Mm-hmm.
as a leader, that's compassion is just as important to learn as much as leadership and
Mm-hmm.
everything else in that manner. But once you can get down to that, that's when you get the healing and the blessings that come with the star. You get to be vulnerable, and I think that's more of a one of the attractive things that an Aries man can have,
Yeah,
because you
right.
have confidence.
Right.
We just want to see you be yourself. We know what you're going to do, but just
Right.
let it
Right.
hang.
Exactly. So Aries, um, wow. The question is, what do you feel? Okay. And if she's looking at an apple and an orange and she's making a comparison, and at the end of the day, it really comes down to, well, where's your role in all of this? And I'm paying more attention to the moon, where you have to tap more into your feelings in regards to how you want things to progress, how you want things to be. Don't compare yourself to anybody else, okay? There is no one else like you. As an Aries, as I said, you're a warrior, you're a warrioress, okay? You're a leader. But sometimes that low self esteem, that need for the constant ego stroking, gets in the way. It makes you seem less approachable to other people. When in essence, what you want to do, I think when you connect with people by the moon at your heart center, you come across as more authentic, and this is how you get people to be on your side to help you move forward. So I think with the month of January, when you let go of some things, um, I feel, as I said, I feel like a promotion or something is coming up for you, but it's going to be a promotion, it's going to be a position that you're going to have to connect more on a real day to day level with people. We already know that you have the confidence, the leadership skills, and everything, but now you have to bring the compassion and the empathy to that position. In regards to your relationships, try to be a bit more open. Maybe it's time to have that heart to heart talk instead of having that. Where you fight and the makeup sex is great, but there's nothing there of substance. Okay, now it's time to build. Now you want something of substance, and there's nothing wrong with saying, "I need to be vulnerable. These are my flaws. These are the things that I need," and then that's where people can come in to help you. So Aries, for the month of January, I'm not going to wish you any luck. You already have everything you need. I would suggest that you get out of your own way and level up. Don't worry about anything. You know, everything's going to be all right. So, Aries, we'll see you next month. Bye.
Stay flexible.
All right. So now we can move on to Leo. My favorite part of all of this. I tell you, it's been a struggle to get these recordings done. It has been. But the fact that
It's coming to a close and we got it done.
yes.
We'll waste not another time.
So for Leos, let's see what energies we have in the works for Leos. I call on my angels, my guides, my ancestors. I call on the Most High to be present in this reading. Give us clarity so that we may speak truth and give the guidance that is needed so that our Leo friends can move forward with prosperity, health, and abundance this month in January.
I'm sorry, did Virgo get on that?
You're a Virgo. You need to do it for a Virgo. I'm doing this for all the Leos because I'm a Leo. Okay? Yeah. Leo has a pride. We take care of our pride. Huh. Okay. So, Leo, let's see what's coming up for you in your money. Money, finances, career.
Us.
Okay. And in your love life, feeling. Let's see what we have here. Oh, I know it. It's okay.
Here we go.
Wow.
Back at it again.
Yes, yes.
With the matches.
Yes. The matches. Okay. Let's see if I can pull this one off the top. That's the message for you, Leo. See that? Emotional fulfillment. This is financial abundance. This is the Wall Street card. This is creating, having your family feeling stable. That's the energy that's working with you right now, Leo. Okay. Let's see what you're bringing in. Leo's working. Leo's getting introspective. Okay. I guess Leos don't want to talk about romance.
They
Their
don't.
hearts going all over the place. Oh my. That, Leos, we've got spiritual work to do, my friends. Spiritual work. The foundational energy card echoes one of the major cards in the spread. So, yes. For the month of January. Yeah. Okay, Leo.
That's right.
Yeah. So, Leo, you know what? I'm going to let Brittany do this.
No.
Go ahead.
Taking turns.
Go ahead.
Taking turns.
Go right ahead. Open it up, Brittany. Leos, we love when people talk about us in a good way. So go ahead.
Okay. Hey, Leo. How y'all doing? I'm sure you're doing great as always.
Absolutely.
Okay, so for career and finance, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Emperor. What that tells me is that Leo has their mind on their money and their money on their mind. Um, this is really about setting up some stability, um, not just to be stable in the moment, but I mean, I'm talking long term, like what are we doing moving forward? How are we doing? Really honing in on your craft. And I feel like it's a project that's just getting started. So I feel like for some Leos, I also feel like this sense of entrepreneurship, of doing something and going into business for yourself. I feel like maybe there's a business that you may already have and you're deciding to take it a lot more seriously in a sense of really giving it some life for longevity. And it's something that you are quite definitely passionate about. And I think this January gives you the time to support it, going strong and moving forward. Your love life, I feel like it's taking it's taking some alone time with the Hermit, and I have the Hermit and the Three of Pentacles once again. So the Three of Pentacles coming up in your career and finance, as well as your love life. I feel like you're just more so focused on building and networking. Um, you're just really focusing on your coins and moving forward. I don't see much cup energy or emotional to that effect. You also have the Hermit, and I don't feel that this is necessarily a time where you guys want to be alone. What I really feel like is that you may be finding yourselves in situations as the wise counsel within a community. I feel like maybe even if you do decide to meet somebody, because I do have this was the card that Leo threw out and tried to throw on the floor. Is it is safe to for you to love, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And then I also have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So I feel like if you guys do decide to go out and meet someone, it's not your main focus to meet someone, but I feel like people are going to be attracted to you this month, and it's more so of what you have to say. I know the Hermit is usually used to being uh, alone, but you know, when the Hermit takes off that road, I heard of something vicious under there, and I feel like people are going to be attracted to you. I also feel like maybe you could be rekindling with someone in your community. Um, Maybe somebody from the past, and if it's not within the community, and it could be at work. Um, I really just feel like your focus is on building longevity, and even relationship wise, like we say, for the relationships, it's more so about your relationship with everybody else in the community. It's more so about building up a name for yourself. And it's not that you have to build it up, it's just who you are as a person and what you have to offer and the life that you share is bringing people, and people are watching. And just be mindful, you might bump into someone from the past.
Leo, um, we have a word of warning here, and I can see how this could play out. And I see it with the two energies between the Emperor and the Hermit. The shadow side, because it comes as a priest. In essence, this is a priest, and that's a priest. Okay? So this is all about your spiritual growth. This is all about what you're going to do for your community and how you're going to take what you know and what you have acquired to improve your community and those around you. Now, the Emperor energy, this is your work, your career, what you're building. Don't become so focused on, this is not about status, but don't become so focused on dogma, so to speak. Now, I'm a Leo, and I can see this happening where, it's my way and I need things done my way. My faith, I teach other people, but I don't teach from a faith base. I respect all. And when I say that, I mean that across the board. So the shadow side here is that you violate the trust of the spiritual community and you're seduced by your own spiritual role. So you see this emperor, he's cloaked, covered, armored, and yet he's sitting on a throne. He's sitting in a place of high regard. He's surrounded by wealth and passion. So we have to be mindful of that acquiring, um, though you work hard, it isn't about acquiring anything. Um, if you do spiritual work, be fair in dealing with your clients. Um, I know that I've heard stories of many charlatans out there. This is not what you want to do. Okay? Be mindful because karma is real. So use the right energy that the emperor exudes, which is have your own rules that you follow. Stand firm in your convictions, stand firm in your faith. And I feel for this month of January, Leos, you're given an opportunity to get yourself upright. Leos went through a lot last year as well. And it just felt as though people were tearing us down just to do it. And part of our spirit was telling us to not even fight back because, we only have two modes, which is to be very, very loving, open, and vulnerable, or kill. Um, and so we tried to do the least amount of killing in 2016 that we could. But I'm telling you, there's a different energy coming out for 2017. And this is where we have to be mindful because all of that we did not do in 2016 will come by the wayside. And so this is probably why our reading has such a spiritual overtone, because we want to be in that place where we want things to be rectified. Now, the light side of the priest is that you facilitate spiritual commitments and you serve as a channel of spiritual energy. And that's the hermit. Okay, even though the hermit is true to themselves, they're true to their spirituality, they're rooted in their faith. They're not solitary, they can be in the world and not of it, but they know what they know, because they have trust and faith and they rely on that. They have no qualms with doing inner journey work or being by themselves. And again, this is coupled with the Three of Pentacles. So even though you're the hermit, which speaks of being alone, you do have to engage with the world. These people, they're doing work here. They're doing work for you as the hermit. They're doing work for you as the one who's bringing them knowledge. Now we're talking about an even exchange of gifts, of talents and such. You give them something, they get something, they give you something in return. So the advice is, in regards to your relationships, it has to be a give and take as well. Know when to pull back. Don't give everything. I would also say with this Three of Pentacles, allow others to do for you as well. Okay. Um, you have this open, generous heart. Keep in mind, because you have the Three of Pentacles on both your work section and your love life, that you are being watched. You are being looked at. You are being surveyed. You are being monitor to see how you move, how you handle certain situations, how you handle yourself. And that's why it's so important to make sure that you keep this attitude of the priest. So the overlying advice and energy for you is to focus on the light, okay? And you see that sunflower? I mean, this card is all about Leo. When nothing else seems to be going right for the month of January, look to the sun, no matter where you are. Hold your head up high no matter what goes on this month. I don't feel anything bad or detrimental is coming down the pike, but I do feel an energy of where we're just jaded and tired and we just want a lot of things to stop. Not that we're ready to give up, but we just need a break. So no matter what is given to you, hold your head high. Yeah.
I also have the hangman here, and I definitely agree with what she said as far as you guys needing to take a break as well as just being a highly spiritual month for you guys. I have the hangman, and for me, whenever I look at the hangman, this is about taking that break to connect with spirit, to connect to whatever your higher source is. and moving forward and looking at things in a different perspective and deeper knowledge and wisdom. So make sure you guys definitely get to take that time and allow yourself to connect with your higher source. Um, whether that be the sun, the sunlight, the sunflower, your community. Even though this is more so of, doing some one-on-one work, um, you have the Hermit and the Emperor. It's there, but just make sure you take that time out.
So, some additional advice for you, spirits really be mindful how you conduct yourself at work. Okay, I know that there's a desire, this is you, to rush in, make changes. You're going to have to be mindful. There's no sense in engaging a situation just because you need to be right. As I always say, I may not always be right, but I'm very rarely wrong. Take that any way you want. With this Five of Swords energy, sometimes you have to be the person to walk away. It's just not worth it. Okay? Keep yourself dignified this month, Leo. It's important. In regards to your love life,
I also feel like there may be a lot of gossip for Leo.
well, that's what I was going to say. There's always gossip around Leo. Okay? If they're not talking about us, then, what else are they going to do with their lives? Four of Cups, okay? That sense of melancholy. But also be mindful, don't accept just anything. This Four of Cups beside the Queen of Swords, she's saying, oh no, okay? The Queen of Swords will let you know what she needs. Don't just offer anything. Don't take anything that's offered to you just because, okay? Especially if you're going through this where you feel alone, you don't have to settle for less. Wait until something of value, something of worth, something worthy of a king and a queen comes to you. You understand? And then all you have to do is reach out your hand and it will be given to you. You don't even have to ask. Understand that, Leo? So for this month in January, as I said, we've been through a lot in 2016. We feel beaten down, mush up, broke down, all of that. But we're coming back fierce and proud. Anything else for our Leos?
No.
I don't know why she was laughing when I told her. I'm very proud. Very, very proud. We can make all the videos about Leo and
I
I
don't
will be
have
happy.
a Leo sun, but my Venus is there, so I always get excited to see her talk about it. But it's something about it that still just overjoys my heart with laughter.
Oh, is that what it is?
Maybe that's why, because my Venus is in Leo.
Is that right?
That's why
Okay.
I love her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Leos, thank you so much. We'll see you next month. Okay. Straighten that crown, boof that coif, beat that face. Glow, baby. Bring it. Okay. You are the sun. Okay. So now we get to Sagittarius. Ooh, Sag. Okay. Notice a big sigh on Sag. I'm not
I
gonna
know,
say it.
but it was just kind of like after that for Leo. I just hate to be the sign that came after Leo. Is what I was,
Maybe we should do Leo last.
is what I was thinking.
Yeah,
But there was just a deep sigh about Sagittarius. So
I was just
hopefully,
I'm feeling this thing with Sagittarius, like you've been struggling for the past month, 2 months. I feel a struggle, and maybe that's what it is. You know, um, but yet there's a denial of, rather than say you're struggling, you want to say everything feels, I'm okay. I'm okay.
I feel that for some Sagittarius and then other Sagittarius, I feel like they've been struggling or in jacked up situations for so long, and now they got into a healthier or more stable situation,
Mhm.
but they're still stuck in. I feel like the Sagittarius just might be stuck somewhere.
Oh, yeah,
In
I
one
feel.
way or the other, it's like you're trying to play good and you're not good, or you got good and in your mind you're still wherever you was before you
I
made the
feel.
transition.
I feel with Sagittarians right now. What I'm getting is a feeling of discontent. That's what I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling that, considering your birthday was towards the end of last year, and maybe with so much going on, maybe you didn't get the recognition that you were looking for, or um, you didn't celebrate your birthday the way that you wanted, or something was missed. I feel that you were really discontented moving into 2017. But I'm also sensing that this is going to be a good year for you, Sagittarius, as well. Um, for many of you, I feel like you are going to strike out, not on your own, but I think that you're going to look for new things, new paths to walk, a new journeys to embark on. I think there's going to be new projects, new ideas coming down for you. I feel maybe it's the beginning of the year now, because it's the beginning of the year, so the different sort of energy about wanting to start something new. I know for you right now, I am feeling that you're going into 2017, you're moving into 2017, feeling discontent, not quite happy. But as I said, I feel like things will actually start to turn around for you. So in your work, I have the hangman.
Yes.
Okay. So
Go
something is
ahead.
coming. Good. Okay. Something's
Yes.
coming to an end in regards to your work, especially if you're feeling stagnant. That stagnation is going to end. Okay. We're going to take a deeper look and see what's going on there. And in your love life,
Hey.
okay.
Hey, yes,
Well, okay.
Sagittarius.
See, I
That's what I'm
told you.
talking about.
Yeah.
Y'all getting rid of that mentality that
Yes.
y'all still gotta be stuck somewhere. Y'all not. Y'all better realize
Right.
there's a lot of good stuff coming in for y'all. Y'all just don't even know it. Y'all not even. Come on now. Come on.
You got to get you
Yes.
out of that place.
With the full. Now I just
Okay.
got my chills. Come on,
See?
Sagittarius.
All right. Let's see
Look, look.
what the energy is that you've been riding on so far in 2017. Healer. Okay. Shadow. Take advantage of those. You take advantage of those who need help, failing to care for yourself. Okay. But the light attribute is that you have a passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. And you have the ability to transform pain into healing. And that's the energy you need to be working with, Sagittarius. So even though you're coming into 2017 feeling discontent, be mindful about projecting that onto someone else, okay? Embrace what you do, which is to bring healing to others fully, so that you, in turn, can be healed. Let's see the outgoing advice. I won't turn it over until we're done, but I want to see what the final advice from the universe is. Spirit, give me the final advice for Sagittarius. What would be the last message you'd want them to know? Okay. Okay. So you have the Hangman and the Ten of Swords here. So something is definitely coming to an end in regards to your work life. You have been feeling stuck, stagnant. I think you're probably trying to look at the situation from all different points of view, and things just were not moving for you. You may even have tried lateral moves. You may have tried to take on additional courses. You may have tried, going to these workshops. And it's not that these things were a waste of time, they just did not help you progress. So with this Ten of Swords, it tells me now this something is coming to an end in regards to your work life. It has to come to an end in order for you to proceed and move forward. So I'm going to take a look and to see what is coming to an end in regards to your work life. Okay. Well, well, well. So, Sagittarius, are these your coworkers? I'm going to say, if you were working with someone who was maybe a little bitchy, maybe that's coming to an end,
Wow.
because this is her energy. Maybe that's the reason why you wanted this job situation to end. Um, because going to work every day was an issue, having to deal with the energy of this person. Could be that. But then you also have this King of Wands here. And this King of Wands, he's entrepreneurial, creative, he's very passionate about things. Um, but maybe he lacks the ability to get payroll out on time. He's got these good ideas. Um, Maybe you're in marketing. Maybe there are empty promises. I don't know. But I feel like for some odd reason, the situation between these two energies has caused some distress and it's coming to an end. Now they're both court cards, and again, it doesn't give me a lot more of information. I'd like to know why they are here. I really feel it might be that Queen of Swords. You have to let me know. This Queen of Swords energy is someone who's very outspoken, put things on the table. Her energy, if it's a she, and tarot is not gender specific, could be brash, assertive. She's not necessarily warm and fuzzy. Many people don't like her. They have to get to know her, but many people aren't going to spend the time. And she doesn't allow people to get close to her. But when she's on that opposite side of things, she could be a real bitch, and she can make your life a living hell. Um, so I want to see, why is the Queen of Swords here? I'm not looking at the King of Swords. For some odd reason, I feel it's more the Queen of Swords energy. Gossip, talk, something's going on. We're reading on a Sag. Um, you see this other Earth energy here? You know, I feel that there might have been a situation where there was conflict. I feel maybe there might have been a daycare situation, conflict. Um, Someone not able to come to work when they should have, could be. Maybe wanting to work from home, commute and such. I'm feeling as though there was a disagreement as to who was doing what. Um, because you see, there's a lot of people energy here. So I feel that this centered around a lot of conflict in that regard, gossip, backstabbing, perhaps. Um, Not a definitely good situation for Sagittarius to be, but because it can be in that place where if they're not getting the kudos that they need, they put on a good face. So everything is going fine, but I'm just not really sure. But I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to rock the boat. But I think they're going to be looking at things from a different perspective. What do you feel, Brittany?
Okay, I'm Sagittarius. So, um, with this being the hangman and Ten of Swords, I feel like for the Sagittarius, before they gotta make their mark, that aim, they have to know where it is that they're going exactly. And as much as Sagittarius can, so to say, be the life of the party, the fun party, and just be with the shit, I think they had to come to a point where they had to figure out where they were going. But the thing about with Sagittarius is that they spend a lot of time running wild. Um, yeah, they definitely spend a lot of time running wild.
Mm-hmm.
So there were such situations that happened with it being the ninth year and just life in general that made you have to come to a point where you had to sit out from the game and decide which way you wanted to go. What did you want to do? You just really had to sit it out. This was, which I'm sure had been hard for Sagittarius because sitting still is really not their thing.
Mm-hmm.
But however, because you took that time to look at things from a different perspective, kind of figure out where you wanted to go, where you wanted to head, where you wanted to, gallop off to, there were decisions that had to be made and things that you just decided that was not going to be able to work for you no more. So there was whether that's old mental programming, things that you tell yourself, because Sagittarius is also one of those signs that's prone to depression and
Mhm.
just being indecisive. You decided to let go of some things and step it up a bit as far as your current finances are. So maybe you decided, hey,
To take charge.
yeah, but not even just that, you just decided to change something up.
Mhm.
And with the court cards, I feel like maybe even if it is a job that you plan on transitioning out of, I feel like maybe this Queen of Swords energy was you guys, because you can be blunt, harsh, and brash. It's not really Sagittarius' job to ever not want to rock the boat. I don't even think they think about rocking the boat. It kind of just flows out. And I think that you might have started to take a different kind of approach, or figure out how you can combine still telling it like it is, but as well as maybe trying to be a little more charismatic or soft in what you had to say. I think you just kind of had to change your work ethic, and what may have whatever happened at work that made you have to change your ways or your perspective was because there was a lot of people in the office. Just like we got a lot of different personalities here, and I feel like maybe a lot of you were coming home um, with your problems and your stress, and you just decided that that's not how you want to live. You're not going to be doing that anymore. And so I feel that change, and but I feel that a lot of you might want to move
It
on.
is
Yeah,
work. It's gossip.
gossiping and whatever,
Yeah.
all these people at
People.
your job are driving you crazy.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
feel like Sagittarius, like I said, I feel like they're probably making moves. Maybe some of you did get a new job opportunity
Mhm. Mhm.
in the beginning of January. Maybe a lot of you will later on, or you're going to be aggressively looking to do
Mhm.
this. But this is a lot of personality that's not yours. Sagittarius is one of the more laid back fire signs. What you get is, what you get at times. So I can imagine that all this sense of obligation, and maybe these are other people's obligations and responsibilities at work that just push you to the edge to
Yes.
say,
Yeah.
F this. You're not dealing with it no more.
Mhm.
But this is the Ten of Swords. So with that being said, you have new beginnings coming on the way. Just accept the fact that this is what you decided for it to be,
Right.
and open yourself up to new opportunity. People can gossip regardless. Sagittarius is known for higher wisdom, and last time I checked, gossip is not higher wisdom. So you let them do what they're gonna do.
Also, Sagittarius, I'm sorry if you were laid off from your job. Okay. Um, because I have here the Page of Swords, and this is a deliverer of bad news, and he was on top of your security, which is the Queen of Pentacles. And you get your security from your work, what you do. Um, and with this Ten of Swords, something definitely was coming to an end, and I wanted to see what was coming to an end. And it could be a current work situation. Um, the best time to look for a job is while you have one. Okay. I think that maybe at your current job right now, I feel that it may be causing you some distress. So maybe it is time for you to, start looking and see what's out there. If nothing else, put your feelers out. It will help to build your self-esteem when you get these
Yeah.
calls back and make these contacts and such, to get you back in ahead of the game. And so I'm going to leave your career and work section
Also, I
alone.
want to say this, even though this does look a little dark and gloomy, but this is how energy changes out. Through death endings comes new beginnings, and I have the Fool as a part of this um, underlining energy. So it's just time for a change. It might have been stuff that you were just, coasting or flowing with, and the universe is just like, nah. It's these drapes not about to match the new living room I have
Right,
for you in your life, so to say. So
right.
just be mindful that is new beginnings and something that's here to bring more prosperity, more longevity, more financial commitment. It's just trying to give you better. Like enough of what you've dealt with before, literally give you better.
Right.
Um, and then for your love reading, if something is a little more pleasant,
Yeah.
I have the Six of Rods and the Ten of Cups. So it seems like there may be an announcement that is made for you guys. Um, of love. So maybe there are people who may be getting engaged. It's just like a happy time. I feel like there may be, um, there's just a lot of love surrounding you right now.
Yeah, I feel like if you're in a relationship, if you are in a relationship, you're going to take that relationship to the next level. If you're not
Mhm.
in a relationship, I feel as though something, the potential of a relationship is just around the corner for you. Actually, it looks like you might have a couple of choices as to what you want to do of an emotional nature. You may just want to step up your flirt game a bit more, okay? Um, Sometimes, especially if you've been out of dating for a while or you haven't been doing much to engage the opposite sex, the same sex, whatever your flavor is at that moment, if you have not been engaging with another human being on an emotional level, you just might want to step up that connection. Um, but again, I really feel like you're going to move your relationship up to the next level. Um, Commitment, Valentine's Day is next month. So who knows?
Um,
Oh my
I
gosh.
feel like you guys are just going to be have the full too. Y'all getting new beginnings,
Every single place you're getting new beginnings, new
big
beginnings, new
blessings,
beginnings.
little blessings, big blessings, little blessings. I also feel like Sagittarius is looking good this month.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a huge fan of Jay Z, so therefore he's always going to look good to me. But Sagittarius men are like Aries as well when it comes to that whole confidence thing. So don't let this job situation get y'all down too much. I feel like in your love and your relationships or within your family, like right now, you are the man. I don't want to say H blank blank blank, but I feel like you're being celebrated for something. Even if it's just you being who you are, or maybe because of this job situation, you're still surrounded and reminded of the love and support that you have from your loved ones and family. I feel like for those who coming out the house looking ever so good, you have the attraction card, which I think is the one that jumped out for you, and it says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, which the six of rods and the ten of cups is about
Absolutely.
enjoying the moment
No,
fully on top
right.
of the
Cool.
full,
Hmm.
so and then I
Enjoy the
also
moment.
had maybe while you're out you may meet um a young tenderoni or whatever you prefer, and we have this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, or maybe this could be somebody that you're already dealing with. And like Offset said earlier, maybe this is a relationship that they may be deepening, or you're looking at it from a different aspect, or maybe you guys just decided to bond on a different level. Maybe a
Hmm.
spiritual, a conversation of faith comes up. Sagittarius being the one for philosophy, deep wisdom.
Hmm.
You may learn something new about them, or vice versa. So it looks like, despite all the craziness that you have at work, which you do need to realize that this in itself is a blessing because everybody can't come home to from a crazy as day at work to coming home or
Hmm.
coming to their surroundings or their community feeling loved and supported like if nothing ever happened,
Right.
or
Right.
as if they're not a flawed human. So
Hmm.
that in
Hmm.
itself is a blessing. And when you can fully enjoy that moment, that's when you're going to start really bringing in more of the vibe of things that you want.
Right. Right. Exactly. So the outgoing message that I have here for you. Wow. Sacred Fool.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is three Fool cards for you, Sagittarius. New beginnings, fresh starts, step out on faith.
Yes.
Don't lose the faith, okay? You got to take a chance. I'm
Yeah.
serious. I think it's time for you in 2017 to create something new. This work situation,
That
you're
it.
done.
That it.
It's done. It's done. It's time for something new now, all right? You got three fools,
Go ahead with your family.
right? You know, new beginnings, fresh start, stepping out on faith. Create something new. I'd love to see what Sagittarius is doing
Yes.
this year. Okay, so for the month of January, y'all need to hit the road like now. Okay, you can make this happen.
I'm really
So,
excited for you guys. Really.
Well, does that bring us to our conclusion of our fire signs?
Yes, it does.
Thank you, fire signs, my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarius. We want to say goodbye.
Good night.
Farewell. Okay, you will do it that way. Okay, yeah. And we'll check you next month.
Yes.
Stay blessed, y'all. Peace.